don't know if the audio is going through here. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so I'm just making a quick update. I'm not going to be live for very long, but a bunch of people have messaged me a few things about what's happening at Armgods. So number one thing, people ask me if the match is actually off. I don't think so. Um, I know right after the incident happened, Evan got escorted out of the building pretty quick, um, and there was a bit of a kerfuffle, but I think more or less everything is sorted out. Like Uncle John's cut up, like he was bleeding quite a bit. But yeah, no, like I think the match is still on. I think everything is good. Um, the other thing is, people are asking me if it's fake. I don't know, man. Like the beer can hit him, and I don't know if you know how beer cans crumple. Sometimes you have a little bit of a sharp edge that sticks out, and it did kind of get dragged across his face. So yeah, I don't know, man. I like it looked real to me. Like I was there. Like there was legit blood there. Like it was all over the floor, and obviously Uncle John had it on his face. Um, oh, what's this? I'm getting messages here. What is this? Oh, I can't. Okay, there we go. Um, so yeah, I'm not a. I'm not. I think it was. I think it was real. Like Uncle John got hit with the beer can. And I don't know exactly what started it. I think Uncle John might have touched his beard or something. But I don't know. Like I was filming it. It was really weird. Like I'm filming it, but it felt like I wasn't really there. Like I don't know how to explain it. I was just kind of focusing on trying to capture everything. And I kind of had to like rewatch it to try to figure out what actually happened. But yeah, it looked like Uncle John got hit with the can, and then but even before that, I feel like there was already a little bit of tension because the left and the right of me from behind, there was just mob. Everybody wanted to see what was going on, right? So everybody got out of their seats, started to move forward, and yeah, by the time anything had happened, Evan got grabbed and got kind of tossed out of the side, and somebody was saying that somebody's hands hurt. Oh, hey, dude, WTF the sport shouldn't have the stuff. Poor look. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of what happens when you mix like beer with sports, right? Like alcohol makes people do silly things, and I don't know. It's posturing too, right? Like everybody's kind of got the chests up. Everybody's trying to kind of one up each other, and sometimes things kind of escalate. And well, everybody knows Evan, right? Like I don't know, man. Like when there's a beer can, and like I don't know, you must have expected something because I think Evan had like two or three beer cans on him, and when he walked up, I don't know what happened to the other one. Maybe it fell on the ground or something. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like in some ways it could be a positive thing, right? Like it brings a little bit of attention to what's going on. Um, but yeah, in some ways it comes off as unprofessional. Um, but I don't know, is that a bad thing? I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn, right? Because like part of me, like I like to see people do stupid stuff, right? So like the whole tack match thing, like I wouldn't do it, but like I want to see it. Like I want to see, uh, you know, people fucking do dumb things. Like there's a reason that shows like Jackass took off as much as they did because people kind of gravitate to seeing you know the dumber side of things. um, John pulled his beard and started it. Yeah, I think that's what happened, right? Like he just kind of, I don't, did he actually pull it or did he just touch it? I don't know. But yeah, I have mixed feelings about it. I don't 100% know if it's a bad thing. Um, but that being said, like even this aside, like this card needs attention. Like people, like I don't know what the views and the pay-per-view buys are or gonna be, but like man, that card is stacked. Like you have, obviously the tack match, which is interesting, but below them is, Bowen and Ron Bath. You have actually the match that I want to see the most is Matt Smith and Connor. Like I don't like I think that's probably gonna be the best match on the card. But yeah, man, the whole card is just stacked full of like really, really, really good dudes that are fucking really gonna put one on come tomorrow. And actually we have some. I don't know if I should give it away. What's gonna happen at the show? I don't know. Maybe I'll give a little bit of a hint, but there is gonna be um, some really cool stuff happening as far as like the presentation of the event goes. There's gonna be a really big like screen that's gonna have some like stuff playing on it when the guys are walking out and when the event's going on. So I think the production wise, like being here for it, I think is definitely gonna be way crazier than seeing it because I think because of the way the lighting and the atmosphere and like I don't know if you guys saw him in the press conference, but there is like a massive blow up beer tent in like the back corner. Like like it is a pretty wild setup that they have. And like I said, I don't know how much of that like because it is such a big room, and the acoustics in the room are not the greatest for let's say a live show. Um, like the audio in the press conference wasn't that great again because it's a massive room, it's echoing, lots of people are talking. There's only so much you can do with noise cancellation and whatnot. Like the microphone that I'm using is actually a really expensive one. Oh, he's saying, dude, am I not allowed to say anything? Did I say too much? Maybe I said too much. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, I think anybody who's got any kind of interest in arm wrestling should 100% um, check it out. Like, honestly, it's $5, right? So for $5, you're gonna see 12 matches, or not 12, sorry, 17. Is it 17? 17 matches, and like super high caliber. What's going on here? It's not for everyone, but anything to bring more eyes to the sport. I'm for some people like ECW, some people like WWE, some people like Olympic wrestling. Something's for everyone. Um, Beer Miss Andrew Dumb. Yeah, no, it's true. Like, there's pros and cons to it. I think it's more pros than cons. Um, because I think, the showmanship of the sport, I think is important, right? Because if you look at any sport at like its beginnings and then that it's gone mainstream, every single one of them has gone through like a period of what do you want to call it? Like entertainment, right? Like an entertainment period. And sometimes that entertainment period is, because people are like trash talking like crazy. And sometimes it's when just wild stuff's happening in the sport, right? Like look at boxing, like the Mike Tyson era, right? Before and after Mike Tyson, like those are very different eras in boxing, right? Because yeah, people watched Muhammad Ali and other guys like Rocky Marciano, like way, way back in the day. But the Mike Tyson era was special, right? Not only because he was just a complete like he was just murking dudes. But outside of the ring, like Mike said wild stuff, right? Like if you look at any, Mike Tyson interview or when he's on talk shows and stuff, he's not a like proper like he's just a fucking savage, right? And same thing goes with the UFC. You have guys like Conor McGregor and the Ultimate Fighter, right? Like the Ultimate Fighter was that brought the drama of the sport to the forefront. And I think, this is doing the same, right? And there's going to be arm wrestling, post Armgods, and there's going to be arm wrestling pre Armgods, right? And I think post Armgods is going to be more people watching, right? If that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've said too much already. Maybe I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, there's a couple people watching. If there's anything you want me to touch on, like I've been in Ireland since Wednesday. And right now I'm just waiting for some videos and stuff to finish rendering. Um, but yeah, I got to see the area. We're in Collingford. There's like a castle next to us here. The venue's just down the road. So the venue is like, I guess it's just a giant like community center, right? So they have like the full gymnasium type area all done up. Um, yeah, I don't know. If anybody wants to know anything else that's going on in Ireland, I'm happy to answer it. If not, I might finish up what I'm doing here and catch some Z's. I got a long day tomorrow. But yeah, So go buy Armgods. And again, I'm 99.9% sure the TAC match is still on. Evan's in the chat. You could say, right, TAC match is on, right? Everything's good. You didn't just get tossed out and go back to Canada like you're. Yeah, no, I think it's back on. So yeah, just wanted to update everybody on that. And yeah, now I'm rambling and I'm super tired, and I'm probably gonna go to bed in the next 20 minutes. All right, guys, stay powerful.